Happy Monday. I'm here with a book talk or two for you. You can see over there in the background this big old pile of new books that we just got. Students sometimes ask, do you read every book in the library? No, there is just simply not time for that. Ms. Corder and I try to cover as much ground as humanly possible, reading different things as much as possible. We both like different stuff, so it's kind of easy to do that. But it's not possible to read everything here. So, hey, you guys, whenever we put these new books out, and a lot of books, we have a bunch of books on the new bookshelf, come and read some and tell us how they are, because we can't possibly read them all. We buy a lot of things from awards lists or recommended lists or things we see floating around out there and things that you ask for. So, but here's some stuff that I read, and then some things that I didn't read, but I might read, or you might want to read, okay? This last weekend I read, I don't know if you can see that really well, I read Seafire. This is the cover that I read. This is the cover that you might see when you look it up. But I read it on my phone from Reads. If you haven't done that yet, check it out. But I read it on my phone, and Seafire is a kind of near future post-apocalyptic sci-fi lady pirates book. Okay, I know there's not a whole lot of things that fall into that category, but if you are interested in pirates at all, or post-apocalyptic, it's kind of steampunkish a little bit because, you know, something happened in previous to the opening of the book, destroyed civilization, and we're coming back from that because we're humans and that's what we do. And they kind of scavenge around and find old tech and use it for new things. One of the things they talk a lot about in this book is solar technology. Instead of just regular wind-powered ships, they have what they call a sun sail that is covered in tiny little solar cells. And so it collects the energy from the sun and it uses it to power the ship's motor. But these girls, it is an all-female pirate crew, okay? And then your captain and her second in command, they were the only survivors of a ship that was attacked by big bad boss pirate man Eric Althair. Okay, he runs this big pirate organization that's basically taken over all of the known world. Like there's probably more world out there, but it's kind of restricted into one little area at the moment, and people haven't gone past a certain point. They've thought about it, they've dreamed about it, they've planned, but people haven't been able to get out past this certain geographical area that's currently controlled by this big pirate boss guy. Okay, he enslaves people, he gets them addicted to this drug called silt, makes them do terrible things, kill their own families, stuff like that. Horrible things. But she and her lady pirate friends are determined to sabotage his efforts. She's got revenge on her mind for this one particular pirate guy that works with the big bad guy. So most of the book is centered on that. But there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of really great characters, very interesting characters, lots and lots of action. So this will be going in our adventure section. Even though it is kind of sci-fi-y, I feel like the adventure is really the main element. You know, the high seas, swashbuckling, fighting, lots and lots and lots of fighting. Okay, so if you're into that, check it out once we get it. You're welcome to send me a message if you want to put it on hold, be the first person to read it. I want to throw some other books at you. If you can't wait for us to get that, here are two other lady pirate books that we already have, Bloody Jack and Daughter of the Pirate King. And then we worked on our adventure section. We weeded a bunch of stuff out. I've added some things that should be coming in the next week or so if they're not already here. So come and check out the new revitalized adventure section. This is a book that I've seen and I would like to read. I always thought just from looking at it that it was just about some kids that got lost in the desert. And then, you know, I read the jacket flap. There's, like I said, I can't read them all. I can't even remember what they're all about even when I order them. But this one was a Junior Library Guild book, even though it doesn't have the gold sticker on it. But it is not just about some kids that get stuck in the desert, the Kalahari Desert. There's also a highly contagious and deadly virus that's threatening to wipe everybody out. So that makes it extra interesting to me. We also have, this one looked cool. You know, it's Women's History Month. There's a Tyranny of Petticoats. This is about a whole bunch of different examples of cool women. It's a short story collection. So you get a little taste of a bunch of different authors. Mary Lou is in here. Andrea Kramer is in here. Beth Revis is one of my favorite authors, and she's in here. All kinds of people contributed to this book about women going on adventures and stuff. You might want to check that one out. This one I did read, Vengeance Road. It is a Western, but it is a modern Western. It's about a girl whose father has been murdered, and she is going to go find who killed her dad and stole his journal that tells them where the gold is. Okay, lots of adventure and stuff in this one, and there's a sequel. I read both of them. I never read the sequel unless the first book is good, so recommend that one. And then this one is a whole series. There are 6 of these, I think. The Incorrigible Children of Ashton Place. If you like Lemony Snicket, you would probably like this series. Okay, it's about a governess who comes to educate these children who apparently were raised by wolves. Okay, and now she's got to teach them how to talk like people and wear clothes. And she does a great job of, helping them learn new things. And also, hey, there's a mysterious howling going on, and it's not the kids. It's coming from somewhere in the house. What is going on? So a little bit of mystery, lots of humor, lots of references to poems and classic literature and stuff like that. So if you're an English teacher, you might also like this. Check it out. And that's all I'm going to throw at you today. Talked a little long, but I will see you next week with some more books.